And it's a good day, beautiful souls. I am Divine Soul Love Frequencies, here to share the truth unapologetically. Peace, love, and unity, family. Please acknowledge with me the breath that is conscious to all by breathing in 3 times with me. Let's go. It's a good day today, and I became a video indoors because it's raining. Today's message is about intimidation. You know, in my life, I've been intimidated so many times, unknowingly to me, until I started to acknowledge it. You know, and I'm just gonna share some personal stuff that happened to me during being intimidated. So let me speak about 2 occasions with jobs where I worked for a company for a certain period of time, and it was very long. And I worked with doctors, and they would willingly know that your job, it wasn't a part of your job perspective to do certain things, but will intimidate you to do it because they had a link with the manager or the supervisor to manipulate the situation in their favor. And I was always one to stand up for myself, but it wouldn't reach far because manipulation will come with it after for you to do it. And you know, hence the reason I'm no longer working there, because I stand in my power and eventually had to leave. On a second instance, and this happened last year, when the vaccines were only rampant and they wanted people to take vaccines and stuff, I had got myself a job with a patient. He's 80 years old, a male patient, and was fearful of losing the job. And you know, he intimidated me in such a way that, and manipulated me in a way that I felt as though I had to do what he wanted me to do for me to keep my job. You know, he asked me to see my boobs, and I did show him it, and I was like, okay, he's 80-year-old man, he can't do anything to me, and I did. And I thought it would be a one-time thing. It didn't. It ended up turning out to be some months in, until I stood up for myself, and I was like, you know what, I don't like doing it. I don't like feeling the way I feel about when he looks at my boobs, and when he wants to touch them and then I get sick. It used to crawl my blood. And I stood up for myself, and the minute I stood up for myself, everything went downhill for me. You know, more workload, more everything, and you know, with that, he kept on pursuing it as if I add on more pressure, she would eventually show me again. And it wasn't working that way with me at all, because I was like, you know, I didn't come here for that. I come here to see about you. And Eventually it reached down to him asking me to get vaccinated. And him wanted to work out something with me for not being vaccinated. And I was like, no, because I know where it's coming from again. He was coming back to ask me to see my boobs again. And I was like, when do you want me to leave? And when the minute I said that, he realized how serious I was. And then he said 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. And I left in 2 weeks. Alright, that's two scenarios with jobs. With family. Now, since I am aware of so much things, I have a sister who's a Christian, and we got into talking about Christianity, and I see it from a whole different perspectives, and she was really irritated about it. And I was down by my grandparents' home, and she lives there. Mind you, they don't already look at the life, but they like to point their fingers at yours. And we got into it with the Christian thing. And she felt offended by the way I viewed it. And I told her, well, that is your point of view. I like mine. I do have no problem with you accepting the way how you accept it, but I accepted my way. And I went outside to sit with my grandmother, to have a conversation with my grandmother in my grandmother's house. And she came outside behind me. Well, senior, you had that kind of attitude, you better leave from here. Well, you know, I had to tell her my mind. Of course, and senior wasn't. You was a sibling of another woman. I had to tell her off. Like, you know, you don't have that authority to tell me to leave here. I am your original firstborn. And that freaked her out. You know, they just wanted to tell it. They just want to come and tell you their truth, but they can't handle the truth. And, you know, and so I left there with everybody all shaken up, and I didn't give a damn. I live here. My mother lives upstairs. And we having some issues because I'm still looking for ways to improve myself financially. And she has no remorse for me. None whatsoever. And constantly provokes me about bills that I tell her to take things off of my space so that she don't have to worry herself. And she comes basically every day to intimidate me. And now I'm reaching a place where I'm not disrespectful, but I tell her I don't want to hear her, you know. And you could do whatever you want, you could say whatever you want, and there's nothing you can do or say that will stop my growth, you know. And it's just a whole sort of intimidating talk for me to just get on board and stuff. I keep telling her, ain't nobody gonna force me to get a job. Ain't nobody gonna get me vaccinated to get a job, to please nobody. You know, I please me. I live for me. My body is my temple. I respect my body, and no one is gonna take that away from me. To what? To soothe your ego, to make you feel how? No. And so I stand in my power. Now, I have in these things with family, friends, when I used to work and all these different things, because I have friends who feel that I should be vaccinated, and oh, you have a good rapport with nursing, you should get the vaccine and get a job and this kind of thing. Now I'm getting to see these friends for who they are, because now I'm no longer working, I no longer have a status quo. I'm like beneath them, and I be like laughing at them in the face because they take the vaccine and they get sick every 3 to 4 months. They always sick. So I tell you, I'll make this video just today to say, don't let nobody intimidate you and tell you how to live your life. and what to do with your life. You know, what is for you will find you. What you pursue in here will come out. You understand? The universe knows what you feel in here and how you feel about yourself, how much you love yourself. So it will continuously take care and provide for you. It will continuously show you how to live your life intuitively for your survival, for your thriving, for your progress, for your growth. Love thyself. Love yourself so much that nobody can intimidate you to do anything you don't want to do to jeopardize your life. Grow. Grow strong within yourself. The minute you give away your power to people, family, friends, bosses, whoever, the minute you give away that power, is the minute you give away your soul. Is the minute you sign away your soul. So I urge each and every one of you watching my video today, shine light on your life. Live your life purposely onto you. You are beautiful in every way. You understand? God, the universe, source, creator, divine, whatever you want to call this, will always have your back. Because you respect yourself. You respect your innate. You respect your birthright. And you respect your religion, which is love. Which is love. Live authentically unto you. Stand in your power. Stand in it. I am. So, with that being said, I bid you a beautiful, be loved day. Be love unto yourself. Understand? And others will follow. Be love unto yourself. I am divine soul love frequency. Here to say the truth unapologetically. Peace, love, and unity, family. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. I love you all.